We may be witnessing the most striking shift of Luka Dončic's career to date. And it's not just about the way he plays basketball. What's happening now is a transformation so visible, so dramatic, that it has the entire NBA paying close attention. If fans thought Luka Dončić was already a nightmare to defend, they haven't seen this version of him yet. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any updates. Let's rewind for a moment. Luka Dončić, only 26 years old, has already established himself as one of the most naturally talented players the sport has ever produced. Since entering the NBA in 2018, he's delivered highlight after highlight, quickly becoming known as a nightly triple-double threat and one of those rare players who can completely alter the course of a game. Now, he's not only in Los Angeles, but officially set as the centerpiece of the Lakers franchise. On August 2nd, he signed a 3-year, $165 million contract extension, sending a loud and clear message to the basketball world. He is the present and future of the Lakers. Many around the league believe this deal could secure his legacy in purple and gold for the rest of his career. But as much as people admire Luka's game, there's always been one recurring criticism. For the last few seasons, his body became a constant talking point. Compared to his rookie days, Luka's physique had shifted. He didn't look as lean as before, and the added weight became a frequent topic of discussion. That conversation reached its peak after the Lakers suffered a shocking first-round playoff exit last season. Instead of talk about titles, questions focused on Luka's fitness. Was his conditioning slowing him down? Was it holding him back from dominating for an entire year? Then came the Blockbuster trade that brought him to Los Angeles. Lakers fans celebrated wildly, but in Dallas, the Mavericks didn't exactly show respect on his way out. There were whispers and even public remarks suggesting his body wasn't built to last. Those comments didn't disappear, they stuck to him, following him like a shadow. And if you know anything about Luka Dončić, you know he thrives on proving people wrong. Fast forward to this summer, and Luka wasn't relaxing on beaches or coasting through the off-season. He went into full grind mode. He completely changed his diet, revamped his workouts, and approached training with a new intensity, not just to prepare for basketball, but to reshape his overall health and body. This wasn't something he kept private either. He stepped into the spotlight, appearing on the cover of Men's Health magazine, talking candidly about the adjustments he made. He explained how nutrition and discipline became central to his life and how he dedicated himself daily to building a better version of himself. Then came the jaw-dropping number. Reports out of Slovenia revealed Luka had dropped 14 kilograms. That's about 31 pounds lighter than he was the year before. For a player who was already considered one of the top 3 players on Earth, that kind of transformation is massive. And the proof has been visible all off-season. Every photo and video of him, whether from workouts, charity events, or casual fan interactions, shows the difference. His face looks slimmer, his body tighter, his movements quicker. It's clear, this isn't just about losing weight. This is about unlocking an entirely new gear of explosiveness, stamina, and agility. Dallas may have doubted him, betting that his body would eventually break down. But Luka and the Lakers clearly see a different path. His resume already includes 5 All-Star nods and 5 All-NBA selections, and now he's pairing those unmatched skills with peak conditioning. That combination could be devastating for the rest of the league. For the Lakers, this means something huge. When the season begins, they won't just have Luka Dončić. They'll have a leaner, sharper, more dynamic version. He's taken every critique personally and turned it into motivation. The objective is simple: bring another championship back to Los Angeles. And with Luka leading the way, the Lakers feel their title chances are as strong as anyone's. This year, the league will see a Luka Dončić who's quicker, lighter, and hungrier than ever before. The question is, who's going to stop him? And then there's LeBron James. Even at the age of 40, his name dominates NBA conversations. His longevity is remarkable. No matter how many seasons he's played or milestones he's achieved, LeBron remains the headline. This summer was no different. As free agency opened, fans were glued to the news, waiting to see what LeBron would do. The first announcement was that he'd opted into his contract to remain with the Lakers for the upcoming season. That decision alone made waves, but what followed created even more buzz. His agent, Rich Paul, released a statement making it clear that LeBron's mission hasn't changed. He's still chasing titles. At the same time, he acknowledged that the Lakers are planning for the future. Normally, comments like that wouldn't stir much attention. But when it's LeBron, every word matters. With his no-trade clause and history of major career moves, speculation exploded. Was he considering waiving his clause? Could he demand a trade to a contender built to win right now? Was this the start of another surprising chapter in his already legendary career? As the days went by, it became clear that LeBron wasn't planning to leave this season. But the rumors didn't end. Instead, they shifted toward the future. According to one NBA executive who spoke with the Dallas Hoops Journal, multiple franchises are already preparing for the possibility of chasing LeBron in the summer of 2026. He'll be 41 years old by then, but remarkably, he's still projected to be one of the best free agents available. That speaks volumes about his unique greatness. 3 teams in particular are expected to make a push. First is Cleveland, where LeBron spent 11 years across 2 stints, and of course, delivered the city's only NBA championship in 2016. Return there would be emotional and fitting, a full-circle ending to his story. Second is Golden State. The Warriors have reportedly been interested in LeBron for over a year. His bond with Stephen Curry has only grown stronger, and the idea of the greatest shooter ever teaming up with one of the greatest all-around players of all time would shake the basketball world to its core. The third contender is Dallas. The Mavericks have recently entered the conversation, and they might have the most compelling case. With Anthony Davis and Kyrie Irving, both of whom have championship history alongside LeBron, already on the roster, Dallas could pitch him on one last run for another title. They also believe they're close to being a contender as is, and adding LeBron could push them over the top. For now, though, LeBron's focus is on the present. He continues to defy age, producing at an elite level when most athletes his age would be long retired. Fans still watch in awe as he makes plays that shouldn't be possible for someone with 2 decades of mileage on their body. But the clock is ticking toward 2026, when the chase for LeBron could once again dominate the league. Cleveland, Golden State and Dallas are all expected to line up with pitches ready, hoping to convince him that their franchise is where he should finish his journey. Until then, every move he makes will be watched closely. With LeBron, the next big decision is always just around the corner. That brings us to another pressing issue for the Lakers, their lack of a true starting center. This offseason, the question of how badly the team needs to address that hole has become critical. The Lakers have been chasing titles for years, and with LeBron still playing at a high level and Luka Dončić stepping into his prime, the urgency is greater than ever. The truth is, the team's depth at center is paper thin. After trading Anthony Davis to the Mavericks in the Blockbuster deal that brought Luka to Los Angeles, the Lakers upgraded their star power but lost size inside. That trade shook the entire league, giving them a generational guard, but leaving their front court exposed. The playoffs exposed that weakness in brutal fashion. Los Angeles was forced to patch things together with players like Jackson Hayes or forwards such as Rui Hachimura and Jared Vanderbilt filling in at the 5. It wasn't enough, and the Lakers' season ended in disappointment at the hands of the Minnesota Timberwolves in the first round. Now, with Minnesota once again falling short in the Western Conference Finals, rumors suggest Rudy Gobert could become available. The Timberwolves have shown they're willing to make bold trades. Just last year, they sent Karl Anthony Towns to New York for Julius Randle and Donte DiVincenzo. Gobert, a four-time Defensive Player of the Year, could be exactly what the Lakers need. His defense is elite, his rebounding relentless, and his presence in the paint would solve a glaring issue. But there's a price. The most likely deal would require Los Angeles to part with Austin Reaves. Reaves blossomed into a major contributor last season, averaging over 20 points a night and proving himself as both a scorer and playmaker. Losing him would sting for a franchise trying to balance its present and future. The rumored framework would send Reaves, Gabe Vincent, and Maxi Kleber to Minnesota in exchange for Gobert and young prospect Josh Minott. From the Lakers' perspective, it's a gamble. Sacrifice youth and offense for defensive stability and veteran experience. With LeBron nearing the end and Luka's prime just beginning, this could maximize their title chances right now.